Alrighty, so this is a brief video. I have a Softub hot tub. This is the Hydrometer 2, but this is actually the motor from the newer version, because there's the old motor, because it uses a different output shafts. But you can use the old Hydrometer on the new ones if you just switch over that little plastic cover. It's not even the whole bit, it's just the cover. Because it was $75 for a new one, for a used one of these on Facebook, and I got the hot tub for $25, so I'm not complaining. But the hot tub worked great for like 6 months, and then it stopped working. You would turn the temperature all the way up. I actually have a resistor added so it goes up higher, because it didn't get hot enough in my opinion. From Pennsylvania, I'm in Florida now, but I like it hot. Unless it's winter, in which case I like it really hot in my hot tub. So it was fine. It would say heating, and the jets would come on, and you would hear a click, but it wouldn't start the motor. So I took the motor apart because I was like, oh, there might be a start capacitor. In this case, I think what that is. Don't hold me to it. I do not know. I'm pretty sure that's the start capacitor, because I don't know where else it would be. But the issue wasn't with this motor, and I plugged that one in, and it didn't work either. I mean, I didn't think it was the motor. I have this apart because I wanted to test that there was power coming all the way up to here, from here. In which case, there wasn't in this case. So, originally I started by tapping on this relay back there, that big, I guess, middle screen, center screen. And it kicked on. And it stayed working for like, I don't know, 1 or 2 passes. And I was like, okay, that little itty-bitty relay is bad. You can't take these relays apart. I just ordered a new one. I looked at the top of it, ordered a new one. It was like $13 with shipping. And then I replaced it. Just quick soldering, wasn't hard. I had no idea what I'm doing, but it wasn't hard. I know how to solder. I've never worked on anything like this. But I searched all over the internet, and nobody had a solution. They're just like, oh, you gotta get a new hydro pack. Well, that's like $400 for a new board alone. It's $1,000 for the whole thing. I'm not paying that for a $100 hot tub that I got. So I sat down, started messing with it. That came in, it still didn't fix it. So then I tapped on some more stuff. I saw a shock of, I guess, a bolt of electricity when this connected. And I was like, I think that's a relay, but I don't know. So I took it apart. Turns out it is a relay. And I was like, there's a metal plate, and then there's an electromagnet over here, a coil of wire, and 2 contacts on this side, and then there's a metal plate and 2 contacts on that side. And basically it's a industrial switch, and when the coil of wire comes on, it pulls the plate against those 2 other contacts, and it connects. Because the power is so great that when you flip on, if it were just a simple switch, it would probably fry it. But it could fuse the 2 metal contacts together, but this does it so quickly it doesn't fuse. But just because it's the nature of what it does, it wears out. It's a wear part. But I didn't want to wait for that because I already waited for that. So I just took it apart, and I took my Dremel with an itty-bitty rock wheel and polished up the 2 contacts on either side, so 4 in total. And it works. Now, I did, after I polished them up, I put it back in, it did not work. I did have to tap it once or twice pretty solidly. I actually put a screwdriver on this side and held with the plastic handle holding it, because it's powered up right now. I didn't think it would shock me, but better safe than sorry. And then I tapped on it with another screwdriver right here on the side. And it kicked on, and it's been working since. I've seen people repair fan relays in cars by polishing them up and tapping on them, and it works from then on. You know, I mean, I'm sure it'll wear out, but that one will probably go before, because this one's at least been polished up, that one hasn't. I'll deal with that bridge when I come to it. Now, if I have the scenario again, I'll be like, oh, it's probably that one, or this one. In which case, I might order a set of 2. I might even order a set of 2 now and do it in the future, but I probably won't because it works. So I've looked all over the internet, and no one fixes this issue. This is the Hydrometer 2. I think I already said that. I have the original one for the newer hot tub, but I bought this separate because the first one was broken, and it's newer, so it doesn't use the resistors down here and whatnot. It does use relays. I actually have it a board sitting right here. Now that I think about it, these are the 2 relays in that case. I probably could have fixed this one, to be honest with you, if I took the time. I'm pretty sure this part right here in the bottom corner is bad, so I might not have been able to. But it also could have just been these resistors. I mean, these relays. Nothing's burnt on the bottom, so it's harder to figure out, but it was pretty corroded. I cleaned it up, and it didn't work just by cleaning it up, so... And then I looked on Facebook, and this popped up literally the day I looked at it, and I immediately went and got it, because for $75, it's a steal. So, yeah, just, it was this relay. If you guys have this problem, go in, unplug these, make sure you know where the plugs are. It's not very hard because the wires are the proper length that they need to be, and they're old and bent, so they kind of, you can just tell, oh, that one's got to plug in there. But, you know, mark them if you need to. I didn't. I have pictures of this, so I could have been fine. But yeah, I just unscrewed that one screw over there, the screw over here, slid this, undid the wires and slid it out, took it apart. It's 2 tabs on this side, 2 tabs on that side. You just pry them out lightly, because I did break one on the other side, but it really doesn't matter, because I've got 3 left. That's what that plastic is right there. That's it, one of those tabs. But lightly, pull it apart, clean, take off the spring, take off the metal plate, and clean the contacts on the insides. There's 4 of them. They're little circles. You can see them just fine. This little project of mine saved me tons of money. Hopefully it helps somebody else. I'm about to throw this back together again. It works just fine. Yeah, have a great day, everybody. Let me know if this works for anybody else. Leave a comment if you need help with anything. I'll try my best. I don't really know this stuff. I know basic electronics, household wiring. I just tinker with shit like this, and now I know how. Like, I figured out via Google that I could add a relay to the resistor and make it hotter by tricking this to think it was colder. But actually, there's a little turn dial. These 2 little turn dials in here. I'm pretty sure I could just turn those, because I think these are resistors that you can change the resistance on of a sort, and increase the temperature. But I'm not gonna mess with that right now, because yeah, that's not really my job. And I didn't know that until I opened this up, and I read them. One says thermistor and one says high-low limit switch, which is weird because it's only got one. So I don't know why it would have a high-low limit switch unless this is saying that this one can't be so far from this one. I don't know, but whatever. I'm sure it's something to do with, like, depending on the difference between the 2, it cuts it off for safety reasons, but I'm not messing with it because I don't know. So yeah, it could be this back resistor or relay for you. It could be this relay. I'm gonna assume one and this one, in my case this one, go bad more just because of the nature of them. These are the heavy duty ones. That relay switches this relay. From what I gather, I followed the traces. I'm gonna put all this back together and get my hot tub filled up. But everybody else have a great day. I'm sorry this video is getting kind of long. This is just something I've looked everywhere, and I thought it was my duty to share this with people. Bye.